What is up, everybody? We're back with some more Thursday Night Football player props. I got 3 of them for you. This game should be a pretty good one, expecting a close game down to the wire. Let's get into the plays. Pick number 1, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, over 6.5 receptions. Love this spot for JSN, who's been clearly dominating the targets in this Seahawks passing attack. 32% target share or higher in all 3 games so far this season. Last week was a bit of a wonky one. Seahawks did not have to throw the ball much. JSN and company did not even play much of the fourth quarter as they beat the Saints by about 30 points. When you look at those first 2 weeks, 9 catches, 8 catches. He's averaging over 7.3 grabs per game, even despite having that down game in week 3 with just 5 catches. Double-digit targets in both of those first 2 games as well. We should see double-digit targets again pretty easily here. We project him for right around 7.5 catches as well. So liking the value here on over 6.5 receptions for JSN tonight. Pick number 2, let's stay right there in the Seahawks receiving room. We're looking at Torrey Horton, over 22.5 receiving yards. Horton's now a little bit of a breakout. Back-to-back games with a touchdown, actually 3 total touchdowns thanks to a special teams punt return for a touchdown as well for Horton, but 4 targets in back-to-back games resulting in 32 yards in each game as well. So nice consistency from Horton, but I think he offers just this outside ability to play, on the boundary for the Seahawks team that they don't really necessarily get with Cooper Kupp. I don't think it's necessarily a stretch to say that he might even be the second most talented receiver for the Seahawks team as well. I think we'll see more pass volume for the Seahawks than we have seen in a couple of these games so far this year. So I like the over on 22.5 receiving yards for Torrey Horton. All right, last but not least, let's talk about Trey Benson taking the over on 20.5 receiving yards. I love this number here for Benson tonight. So when you look at some of the volume that we've seen from Benson, he already has 10 targets on the season. And he's had 4+ targets in each of his last 2 games. That's despite James Conner being there. Obviously, with Conner now out for the year, Trey Benson's going to be the starting running back for the rest of the season. This Arizona team has leaned on their running backs in the passing game. 21 targets already to running backs so far this season. With Conner out of the equation, Benson should slot into a lot of that production in the passing game. And he's obviously a big playmaker. He's averaging over 5 yards per carry. We've already seen him take a couple of longer passes as well. So I do think Benson has some nice upside on a per play basis to where he could easily take a screen and get a big chunk of this prop or maybe even beat it in one play. But I also think he's more than likely to see 3, 4, 5+ targets in this Arizona offense, especially in this matchup, as the Seahawks are currently allowing the most targets and receiving yards per game to opposing running backs. Might be a bit skewed due to that Christian McCaffrey matchup last week, but nonetheless, we also saw Jaylen Warren had a good game against the Seattle team. So bottom line is I think Trey Benson is in for a good role and a good matchup. So I like the over on 20.5 receiving yards. More picks like these, check out scoresnods.com and subscribe to the Scores and Odds YouTube channel. See you guys next time.